Hey everyone, and welcome to another deep dive. Are you ready to explore the world of art in the UEE?
Oh, absolutely.
Today we're diving into a collection of articles, database entries, historical records, all focused on art in the UEE, its history, its impact, the stories behind the art,
The stories are fascinating.
and what it tells us about the UEE.
It's incredible the variety and the sheer scale of artistic expression across the millennia.
I know, right? So I figured a good place to start would be with the
Well, you have to start with,
Imperial Arts
oh,
Foundation,
of course, the IAF.
better known as the IAF.
Yeah.
They're probably the biggest patrons of the arts in the UEU,
By far, yeah.
but their story is interesting in itself.
Oh, definitely.
Did you know that it was founded by an artist,
Oh, really?
Marana River?
I did not know that. Yeah. She saw her peers struggling
Makes sense.
to support themselves,
Right.
let alone their creative passions.
Yeah.
And she used her family's wealth because she was an heiress to create a platform to help struggling artists. And now their flagship event, the Green Gala, which I think you've been to.
I have. It's become, well, it was always the place to be seen in the art world.
Oh, yeah?
But I think people
They do more than just parties.
underestimate the impact they have.
Yeah, exactly.
It goes far beyond the glitz and glamour, you know.
Yeah, right.
The IAF is deeply committed to celebrating and preserving UE's diverse artistic heritage.
Yeah, and a perfect example is the Folk Arts and Music Fair.
Oh, I love that.
It's a totally different vibe
Completely, it's amazing.
than the Green Gala, but just as vital to their mission.
Absolutely.
They're really trying to make sure that they're supporting
All of it.
emerging artists, new traditions, established artists.
The Rivers Promise Award, do you know about that?
I do, yeah.
Specifically recognizes up-and-coming talent.
Yeah, it's a really good program.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
But it's not even just the financial grants, right? They provide mentorship,
Yeah.
resources, a platform for these artists to showcase their work. It's incredible.
Yeah, it really highlights that they're invested in the future of art in the UE.
For sure.
But, art's not just about individual expression.
No.
It also reflects
History,
history,
culture,
tragedy,
even tragedy. Take the Mars Tragedy Memorial.
Oh, of course. That's a powerful one. It's more than just a monument. It's a collective expression of grief and remembrance for the lives lost during that terraforming disaster.
It's a reminder, isn't it, of the human cost of progress.
Yeah,
And that's a theme that resonates, I think, even more deeply now.
especially now.
With the UE's rapid expansion,
Yeah.
we can't forget those lessons. And art has a way of making sure we don't.
It does.
The Mars Tragedy Memorial, it helps us process difficult emotions, to
Yeah.
find meaning in the face of loss.
It's incredible how art can be both a source of solace and reflection,
Absolutely.
but also inspiration,
Oh,
right?
for sure.
Pushing the boundaries of what we think is possible.
Speaking of pushing boundaries, have we talked about Silent Song yet?
No, not yet, but I think we should.
Okay, because listen to this. Silent Song. It's a collaborative artwork.
It's out there, literally out of this world.
It's located in the Tyak System asteroid belt.
In space?
Imagine this. A human, a Xi'an, and a Banu artist living and working together for a decade to create this massive installation.
Wow.
A decade.
A human, a Xi'an, and a Banu all working together.
Collaborating, yeah. And that's not even the most incredible part.
Really? There's more?
Silent Song is designed to be experienced by spacecraft.
What?
Yeah. They invite viewers on this unique intergalactic art pilgrimage.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
It's incredible. It's a true testament, I think, to the unifying power of art, right?
Yeah.
Transcending cultural and even species barriers to create this shared experience. Pretty amazing.
But bringing it back down to earth a little bit, literally.
Yeah, sure.
Are you familiar with supermodernism?
Like,
So supermodernism is this architectural style
okay.
that blends high technology with a sense of hope.
Okay.
And the Phi Tower on Charon III is a prime example.
The Phi Tower. I've seen images, but tell me more.
Well, it was built after a devastating earthquake, and it was intended as a symbol of resilience.
Yeah.
This beacon of hope rising from the rubble.
Interesting.
And it's a powerful message, but its construction wasn't without controversy.
Oh, I bet. These massive architectural projects always
Always have some issues.
some kind of, A lot of critics pointed to the high costs, the complex engineering,
Of course.
and there were even allegations of labor issues during its construction.
Mm-hmm.
It's a reminder that even art with the best intentions can be intertwined with these
Oh, absolutely.
complex social and political realities.
Mhm.
It exists within a larger context,
Right, exactly.
reflecting not just aspirations, but also the conflicts, the contradictions of its time.
Absolutely. It sparks conversations,
For sure.
sometimes uncomfortable ones,
Definitely.
about the role of art in a society grappling with things like inequality, right?
Yeah,
It challenges us to look beyond just the aesthetics
absolutely.
and consider the real-world implications.
And that's where things get really interesting, don't you think?
Absolutely. It's in those complex spaces where art intersects with politics, social issues, personal beliefs,
That's where the really compelling stuff is,
that we find some of the most compelling and thought-provoking works.
for sure.
But, before we dive into another example of that,
Okay.
take a quick break. When we come back, we'll be exploring a piece that does just that, sparks conversation, challenges perspectives. Stay with us.
So before the break, we were talking about art's power to really spark conversation and challenge perspectives.
Yeah.
And this next piece definitely does that.
Okay.
It's called Tears of Fire,
Okay.
and it's a painting from the Messer era by Aaron Fring.
Tears of Fire. Okay. I know this one. It's powerful.
Yeah, it's a powerful work, both visually and historically.
It depicts that final stand of the Tavern warlord Corathal, right?
Yeah, during the Second Tiveran War.
Yeah.
And Fring was actually,
He was a medic, wasn't he?
yeah, he was a medic at the time.
Wow.
And he actually witnessed this event
Oh, wow.
firsthand.
Can you imagine?
That's intense.
Seeing that level of destruction and chaos, a fleet ablaze descending into Jalen's atmosphere.
Yeah, Corathal, he chose to lead his remaining forces down in a, what is it? It's not a suicide mission if they're going down fighting, right?
Right.
But it was a defiant act of self-immolation, a testament to that Tavaran warrior spirit.
Totally. And the way that Fring captures it is just, it's haunting, but it's captivating.
Yeah.
But there's more to it than just, the subject matter.
Okay.
Fring's style, his artistic style, is fascinating too.
Yeah, he was hugely influenced by that Romantic era earth art, right?
Yeah, he drew a lot of inspiration from works by Ivan Ivazovsky.
Oh, for sure. You can see it in the brushstrokes, that interplay of light and
Yeah.
shadow.
Yeah.
The way he captures just the force of the event, it's very Ivazovsky.
Yeah, there are definitely parallels to Battle of Chesma.
Oh, yeah, totally. It's like he created this link between two pivotal moments in history,
Yeah.
separated by centuries.
Exactly.
And Tears of Fire,
Yeah.
and didn't just make Fring's career, it kind of sparked this whole revival, didn't it?
It did.
Of the romantic style in UE art.
People were just captivated by it, the raw emotion, the sense of heroism, but also, the tragic beauty of it all.
It's a powerful piece.
It is amazing how a single work of art can have that kind of ripple effect across time, across movements,
It's true. It's like these things resonate through the years,
They do.
inspiring artists and movements for generations.
Yeah. But as captivating as Tears of Fire is, I think our next stop takes us back even further in time.
Oh, okay.
To a period that's shrouded in mystery. A time before human civilization on Earth as we know it even existed.
Okay, now we're going way back.
Yeah, this is where we get into, archaeology and speculation.
I love a good mystery.
Yeah. So we're talking about the Vasily fragment.
Vasily fragment. Okay.
It's just this piece of a stone stele, the only one of its kind, and it predates humanity itself.
Wow, how do they even know it's that old?
I know. It was discovered back in 2832, and despite, the best efforts of every expert, they can't figure it out.
What, they can't date it?
They can date it, but they can't decipher the script on it.
Oh, wow.
It's like we're talking about this potential link to the very dawn of consciousness on Earth, and we have no idea what it says.
That is wild. I mean, no wonder it's caused such a stir.
Oh, it's become this symbol for all sorts of groups,
Oh, I bet. Everyone from, those Terran independence groups, right?
Yeah.
To, the more fringe elements who think it's proof of aliens, I bet.
All of them. From those seeking Terra independence to those who think it holds the keys to some lost technology.
That's fascinating.
There are whispers about it containing evidence of extraterrestrial contact.
Oh, wow. That's a whole other level.
I know, right? It's fascinating. It really makes you think, what will people think when they look back at our art?
Yeah, it's humbling in a way.
Yeah. Hundreds of years from now, what will they see?
Exactly. And will they even, get it?
Right. Will they understand what we were trying to say? Or what was going on at the time?
It really highlights how how dynamic art is, you know?
Yeah.
Open to interpretation. That's what's so cool about it.
It's true. I mean, look at everything we've covered in this deep dive. We've gone from like the IAF and their mission to support all these artists.
Right, the Green Gala, the Folk Arts Fair, the
Yeah.
mentorship programs.
Yeah, and then like the haunting beauty of Tears of Fire.
Oh, yeah, that one sticks with you.
It really does.
And then you've got something like Silent Song with that incredible collaboration.
It really is amazing that 3 different species could create something so...
It gives me hope, you know,
Me too, me too.
for the future.
Yeah. And then to go from that to the Vasily fragment.
Talk about a complete 180, right? From
Yeah.
this hopeful collaboration to this ancient mystery.
I know, right? And each piece tells a story, you know?
Hmm.
It reflects a moment in time, a piece of the human experience.
Exactly. It's about looking closer, thinking deeper,
Yeah.
questioning everything you think you know.
It's about opening our minds, maybe even our hearts a little bit, right?
To new possibilities.
Mhm.
And, you know, sometimes maybe even embracing the mystery.
Like the Vasily fragment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We may never know what it says, but it still has something to teach us, right?
That there's always more to discover. It's a good lesson to end on, I think.
It is. That
That's
sense of
it.
wonder, of curiosity.
Exactly. So as we wrap up this deep dive, here's something I want you all to think about.
Okay.
What piece of art speaks to you?
Oh, I like that.
It could be anything. A song, a sculpture, a building, a painting, even like a doodle.
Sure. What speaks to your soul?
Exactly. What stories does it tell you? What emotions does it evoke? Does it make you ask questions?
Because sometimes those answers, they can lead to something really profound.
They can. They can connect us to something bigger than ourselves. And on that note, we'll leave you to ponder those connections.
Until next time.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep that creative spark alive.